What's up, guys? Today we're taking a look at a brand new release from JHS pedals, the Morning Glory Clean. JHS took their most legendary overdrive pedal and redefined what it means to be transparent. With the Morning Glory Clean, you get clearer pick attack, improved low end, and more versatile gain stacking. This is going to be a ground up redesign around a studio grade, parallel, clean blend circuit. So when it comes to the Morning Glory Clean and JHS, I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to be showing you how they put it with their favorite amps. One angle that I thought that was not going to be represented in the release of the Morning Glory Clean was how us in the digital world can really utilize something like this. I'm going to test it as a clean boost. I'm going to test it as a standalone drive in front of a clean amp. We're going to get to hear all the ways that you can use the Morning Glory Clean in your home studio setting. So for this first example, I have archetype Cory Wong pulled up. I left it completely stock. I think I just turned on the reverb. So nothing crazy going on, and that's kind of the point. I want to be transparent about, what the Morning Glory is doing. Okay, so I have everything on the pedal at noon. That's going to be volume noon, drive noon, tone noon, and clean I have all the way clockwise. So there's going to be no overdrive clipping involved whatsoever. This is just going to be a clean boost. This is without. Click it on. Now, the Morning Glory was always known for its transparency, but when you bring in gain to your signal path, it's going to shape your frequency response and compress dynamics. With this pedal, JHS was asking themselves, how can we keep the Morning Glory character without sacrificing pick attack, without sacrificing low end? Let's bring back in some gain. So basically, if you turn the clean knob counterclockwise, that's going to bring the pedal to full distortion. But let's go up the middle and introduce just a little bit of gain. So everything, actually the whole pedal's at noon right now. So here we'll do the pedal off. On. And it's just this beautiful, beautiful gain. It's so refined. There's no nastiness to it whatsoever. Let's just show you what the full gain in this setting would be like. It's beautiful. It's almost a distortion you could use in worship music where you want to get a little gain, but you don't want to get anything harsh or nasty coming in. So yeah, it's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. We'll get into lead tones and heavily distorted tones, but you just see how beautiful this pedal is. If you need it for gain, it's there for you, but it's not going to add any harsh frequencies. And I think it's a way where, not everybody can afford crazy amps, so a lot of people are using plugins. But in this situation, this is a way to get beautiful circuitry into your tone that's going to be usable in all situations for not an amp price. This is really just bringing these plugins to life. So let's talk about the timeline from the version 1 Morning Glory to the version 4 Morning Glory, which you can purchase today. The V1 had a much more specific voice. It was much more of a classic blues breaker circuit. It was a bit more compressed and a bit more vintage in feel. Fast forward to the V4, they added a dual 9-volt power supply that gave you more volume, more headroom, and more punch. Now, the Morning Glory Clean is going to use the V1 gain voice. However, it does bring in the dual 9-volt, so you get the higher headroom, but you also get that jangly tone from V1. All right, so for this one, I have pulled up Nolly X. This was a tone that I've been using as a lead tone. And in the plugin, I've been using an Overdrive. I think it was Overdrive 2. Depending on the amount of gain I wanted, I would sometimes even cascade both of them in. But what I've done here is I'm using the Nolly X on a lead tone, but I've taken off all the overdrive that I've done within the plugin. And we're going to see how the Morning Glory can be your overdrive. Here's the tone in Nolly X with gain on the amp, but no overdrive or anything like that. Now this is the pedal. So in this case, I have volume noon, drive all the way up, clean all the way down, meaning it's a full drive pedal at this point, and tone up the middle. Off. On. So you see this beautiful little pedal has a ton of gain on tap, and it's a very attractive gain. That's tone up the center. Let's do the pedal tone all the way down, so this is going to be slightly darker. All the way up, tone all the way up. So a few of the knobs on this pedal are going to be pretty self-explanatory. Don't need to go over those too much. You're going to have a volume. That's going to be your master output volume on the pedal. You're going to have a drive knob. That's going to be how much drive you're pushing towards the pedal. Now the tone knob is going to be also what you think. You're going to turn it down for darker tones, and you're going to turn it up for brighter tones. It is worth noting that the tone knob only affects the drive circuit. It does not affect your clean boost. Lastly, we have the clean knob. You're going to turn it all the way up clockwise to be a full clean boost. You're going to turn it counterclockwise all the way for it to be a full drive pedal. And I'm sure you can imagine up the center and in between is going to be a blend of the two. All right, so here I've got a really, really high gain amp sim pulled up that I like to use for metal. This is going to be the Odeholm Audio Thall amp. So this is going to be about as scooped and gained, tons of subby frequencies that you're going to get. The point of using this one is because it's already super gained out. It's plenty on its own. But what I found in jamming this pedal with it is a clean boost into this super rich amp. It feels much bigger, feels wider. Again, this tone's not going to be for everyone. This is going to be for the super high gain players, just to show you that something as simple and as beautiful as the Morning Glory Clean does have a place in these super high gain tones. So here is the tone. I'm doing a little split coil action here just to make this thing sound crazy. But this is without the pedal. With the Morning Glory. It's a monster. It's a monster. Just the amp. With the pedal. Yeah, I mean, I think when people think of the JHS Morning Glory, they haven't really thought of it in a heavy metal context like this before, or at least not commonly. But damn, this thing is just pumping. All right, guys, I hope you liked what you heard today from the JHS Morning Glory Clean. You know, I am shocked, I'm blown away, I'm stunned. Whether you're using a real amp or plugins like I just showed you today, there's such a purpose for this pedal. You can get a clean boost, you can push the front of your plugins, you can use it as a gain pedal, and I think you saw today that the gain is absolutely beautiful. So from a clean gain, low gain, to high gain, this does it all. And the beautiful thing is, this pedal makes as much sense in front of our plugins as it does in front of an amp. I'll see you guys next time.